She didn't panic when you cried. She didn't flinch when you begged her to stay. She didn't move when you fell apart. But the moment you got quiet, the moment you stopped texting, the moment you started walking away, not to get her back, but to get yourself back, that's when she panicked. You see, it was never about how much you loved her. It was about how much power she had over your emotions. And the moment she saw you breaking free from that grip, she felt something she wasn't ready to feel. Fear. Fear of losing control. Fear of being forgotten. Fear of being replaced. You think silence is weak? Let me tell you something. Silence is the most terrifying sound in a manipulator's world. Because silence means you're no longer available to be controlled. And that is when the real healing begins. Part 1. The truth nobody told you. You see, what she feared wasn't your silence. It was what that silence represented. It meant you finally saw the truth. The one nobody ever told you. Here's the truth. Most men aren't broken by heartbreak. They're broken by betrayal, confusion, and self-blame. You weren't just hurt because she left. You were hurt because you gave everything and it still wasn't enough. You were hurt because you loved with honesty and got silence in return. You were hurt because you thought love was supposed to heal, but all it did was hollow you out. And no one told you this. The pain you're feeling? It's not proof that you're weak. It's proof that you were loyal in a world that plays pretend. Most men were never taught how to process pain. So what do? We isolate. We numb. We distract. And the worst part? We keep chasing people who hurt us because we think that if they come back, we'll finally feel whole again. But healing doesn't come from their return. It comes from your realization. Realizing that your worth never left. She did. Your dignity never failed. She just couldn't see it. Your value didn't shrink. It was never hers to measure. Now you see, the first step to healing is not revenge. It's remembering who the hell you are. Part 2. The psychology behind her panic. So now you remember who you are. But here's the real twist. When you start healing, she starts panicking. But why? Because healing changes everything. It changes your energy. It changes your posture. It changes how you walk, how you talk, and most importantly, how you no longer need anyone. You see, when you were broken, you were predictable. You were desperate. You kept reaching out. And deep down, she liked it. It meant she was still the center of your world. But now you don't flinch when her name pops up. Now you don't stalk her stories. Now you don't post just to get her attention. You're not playing the game anymore. And nothing terrifies someone with control issues, like losing the ability to manipulate your emotions. Her panic isn't about love. It's about losing power. She's not missing you. She's missing the version of you that worshipped her, that put her on a pedestal, that lived and died by her approval. The version that's now dead and buried. That's what makes her panic. Men, healing is a power move. You're not becoming colder. You're becoming clearer. And clarity scares people who can no longer confuse you. Part 3. What she's really afraid of. So if she's not afraid of losing you, then what exactly is she so afraid of? She's afraid of the version of you that no longer needs her validation, that no longer checks your phone hoping for her name, that doesn't bend just to keep her around. She's afraid of the version of you that wakes up with peace, not anxiety, that works out not to impress her, but because you value yourself again. She's afraid of the man who finally realizes you never needed her love to be whole. You just needed your own. Because that man, he's dangerous. He's unpredictable. He's attractive in a way she can't control. And the truth is, she fears you'll meet someone new, someone who doesn't take you for granted, someone who sees your calm strength and says, I choose him, not because I can control him, but because I respect who he is. She's not panicking because she lost a man. She's panicking because you found yourself. Part 4. The shift from needing to leading. Finding yourself is only the beginning. Because once you do, you stop chasing. You start leading. Before, you beg for her time. Now, you protect your time. Before, you explained yourself 1,000 times. Now you say it once, if that. You've shifted from being emotionally hungry to being emotionally disciplined. You used to react. Now you observe. You used to seek closure. Now, you create peace without permission. You don't beg for love anymore. You embody love. You lead your life with purpose, not pain. And women can feel that. Everyone can feel that. Because your energy speaks louder than words. You walk in a room and people notice. Not because you're loud, but because you're anchored. That's what makes you different now. You don't need to prove your worth. You are your worth. You no longer look for a queen to complete your kingdom. You are the kingdom. And that shift is everything. Part 5. When she comes back, and she will. And then it happens. Just when you've built your peace, that she reappears. Not because she missed you, but because she missed the control she had over you. She missed being the center of her world. She missed the version of you who chased. But here's the truth. You're not that man anymore. You don't need her validation. You don't crave her attention. You're not dying to be chosen. Because now, you choose yourself. And when she texts, "Hey stranger," you don't reply in 3 seconds like you used to. You look at the message. You smile. You remember how far you've come. And then you put the phone down and go back to your purpose. You've already been through the fire. Why go back into flames? This is where she panics the most. Not when you blocked her. Not when you begged. But when you simply don't care anymore. That's when she realizes she lost a man who finally found himself. Part 6. Your next chapter. Power, peace, and purpose. She lost a man who found himself. But you? You found something far greater. You found your power. Not the kind that dominates others, but the kind that commands respect without ever raising your voice. You found your peace. Not in her words, but in your silence. And most of all, you found your purpose. You're not chasing women anymore. You're chasing legacy. You're building, day by day, a life that speaks for itself. You're lifting your body, disciplining your mind, and sharpening your spirit. Because you finally understand. Being a man isn't about how many women want you. It's about how much of yourself you refuse to betray. You wake up early, not to impress, but because you're hungry, not for attention, but for mastery. There's a fire inside you now, not rage, but purpose. It drives your every move. It sharpens every thought. You become dangerous again, but in the right way. You're no longer the broken boy, that you're the man who rebuilt himself in the ashes, brick by brick, in silence, with no audience. And now, you're not just healing. You're evolving, not to prove anything to her, not to win her back, but to honor the man you were always meant to become. Part 7. The world reacts differently to a man who heals. You're evolving beyond pain. But the world? It doesn't just watch quietly. When a man heals, he changes the rules of the game. His presence shifts the energy around him. People notice, even if they don't say it out loud. Some admire silently. Some envy quietly. Some fear openly. Because a healed man is unpredictable. He's not the same person they once controlled. He no longer reacts to drama. He creates calm in chaos. And it scares people, especially those who thrived on his old pain. They try to pull him back into old stories, old fights, old weaknesses. But he's different now, stronger, rooted, unbreakable. He walks into rooms with a calm fire burning inside, a quiet confidence that says, "I am here, and I am not yours to manipulate." He sets boundaries, not to keep people out, but to keep his peace in. He says no without guilt. He protects his time, energy, and heart. And the world? It respects that power. Because strength without boundaries is chaos. And boundaries without strength are weakness. A healed man? He masters both. So when she panics, when the world reacts, Remember this. You're not the man you used to be. You're the man you chose to become. And that man is unstoppable. Part 8. Mastering your life. The final transformation. The world reacts. You respond. Now, it's time to own your life. Mastering your life means more than just healing. It means stepping fully into your power with clarity, discipline, and unwavering focus. It means building habits that serve your highest self, creating environments that fuel your growth, surrounding yourself with people who elevate you, not drain you. It means choosing your battles wisely and letting go of what no longer serves you. You're no longer reacting to life's chaos. You're steering the ship. Every decision is intentional. Every action aligned. Every moment a step closer to the man you were meant to be. True freedom isn't about doing whatever you want. It's about choosing what you commit to. It's about saying yes to what matters and no to everything else. You hold the power to create a life worth living, not just for you, but for those who depend on you. That's the final transformation. From broken to healed, from lost to found, from reactive to masterful. So, when the world shakes, when doubts creep in, remember who you are. A man who healed, a man who evolved, a man who masters his own destiny. And that man is free.